Hello up there, and welcome back to episode 10 of, you guessed, ATM10 to the Sky, where me and my Certus Quartz Wrench are going to finally be tackling a little bit more in AE and finally getting this set up basically where we're wanting it to go. So I've decided that down here is where we're going to start housing all of our ME controllers, our ME drives, and then start getting ourselves into crafting a lot more. And this is going to be nice because right up here is where we're going to be putting our terminals. So right up here, we're going to have our terminals that we can access our standard pattern encoding terminal and our crafting terminal, as well as our... Oh, I already did a pattern encoding. I'm missing one. One more I need to get. Which one is that? Pattern access terminal. That's what it is. Pattern access terminal. That's what I needed. Because this is the encoding one, we need one to see everything. So we'll basically have our main terminal, and then off to the sides we'll have the other two terminals. Super simple, easy to do. I won't be turning down that setup yet until we actually start putting in all the wires and everything that we're going to be using. So first thing I want to do is figure out exactly where we're going to be putting all of our ME controllers. And most of the things we're going to be doing is, you know, we've got islands over here, and we've got islands that are going to be extending out farther to the east. And a lot of things are going to be going north. Not too much is going to go south of us. So I'm thinking if we are able to, let's go down one block. And we'll see what this looks like. If we're able to stick our controllers. We're able to run these over. And we'll go this way as well. That one may go out one too far. Let's just break that one real quick. We'll set him here. At least, you know, we can run our dense cables off of each one of these sides. So that might be a good start. We could just wrap this whole thing around. But for right now, I'm not going to really worry about that too much. And then try to figure out, because I want to do my pattern encoding over here. So if we're able to go down one, that's going to be a little close. Let's just go over one. So if we're able to run a cable up, and then we were able to do our molecular assemblers and our pattern providers, I chose to do 8 until we're able to get the ME extended ones. You know, looking at this setup, let's see what it's gonna look like. So if we, so it's gotta start off with a pattern provider, and then on each side of it, you're gonna have your molecular assembler. And if we're able to just basically redo the same, so off of here, if we do another molecular assembler, it's so hard to do this when you don't have creative flight. So as long as they can be touching, they just can't be up and down from each other. So then if we do this, well, there's our network apprentice. Sorry for the quick cutaway. My dog decided to start howling when a TV show pops on that he's super excited to be watching. Okay, let's go sleep. I don't need to worry about any phantoms right now, because I think it's been a little while since I've gotten some sleep. All right, now Now that we're back, we have our assembly set up. Now for this to fully work, we need to run a cable over. So we're just going to run... There it goes again. This time I'm just leaving it. Error, controller conflict. So is it probably power? Now if I just go right here and I stuck a flux point. I don't know if that's going to be enough power to... Sorry, you could hear my dog still in the background. I think that will work for now. Do you have anything good? Oh, sturdy bee cages. I can buy more of them. But I think I can buy more over there, too. Oh, we gotta go up. And yes, this has been running the whole time. Sturdy bee cages, 12 and a bee cage. 12 and a bee cage. Alright, sir. You'll have my business and you will get to stay for a little longer. Just a little longer. I know he's actually going to use all those up. And I don't really have to worry about emeralds either. Or really anything. Because once we set everything up, you'll see that we won't have too many things to worry about anymore. So that's 11. Go ahead and put these away real quick and we'll get back to what we were doing. I just like to make sure we have enough bee cages because once we fully get into bees, we're going to need it. So we got that. And one thing I will be showing is we're going to set up all of those sophisticated chests to go into our ME system. That will be coming. I guess, really, since this is right here. Because that's just error conflict. Device missing channel. Device missing channel. I'll look at that in a second. We could run these drives right across. Right? Device missing channel. I'm gonna have to figure out what that means, because I don't remember running into too many issues like that. Let's just take out one. And we can just set you in there. Does it have to just be one of these cables, maybe? Let's see. Do we just run a Fluix cable? Device missing channel. Huh. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's going on here in a second. So right here, we're going to run off. Oh, we don't want that whole thing to go away. Could we... We can go up one. Do that. So we have our crafting, our pattern encoder, and then we'll have our pattern access right next to it. Woo! That elevator works really well. Error, controller conflict. Is it the size, maybe? Maybe that's the problem. The shape? Is it the shape? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Maybe it is the shape. Can it only go 7, maybe? And then that's where it stops. Yeah, 7. Huh. That's okay. It's all up in the air. So we're good then. Okay, so it's only 7 you can go. Okay. That, you know what? That works perfectly fine with me. And then this doesn't have any channels up until then. There was an explosion. What was the explosion? Did you all hear that? I'm not losing my mind, right? I heard an explosion and I don't know what it was. Yeah, I don't see anything that... Okay. There was some random explosion. I'm not losing my mind. I heard it. Well, if any of you noticed where that explosion kind of came from, let me know. I did not see an explosion anywhere, but I definitely heard it. It's not over here, was it? No? Yeah, everything's still running. Well, that's fine. Explosions are fine. You know, I might... Now that this happened... You know what? I might actually move this back. So I can run a loop through this. I mean, it's not centered, so that'll drive me a little nuts. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and fix that. So now that it's moved, it looks a little nicer. Everything is powered up and running. I did stick just a normal Fluix ME smart cable on here because this is 8 channels and this only takes 8 channels. I think that's a lot better than wasting one of our dense ones that uses 32 channels and only getting 8 out of it, because this is the only thing that's going to be running off this side. I think that'll work for now until we move into bigger and better things. Which, yes, it's going to happen. So then we can just set our ME drives. Now, I wonder if they stack. Do ME drives stack really well? Like, could I do 1, 2, 3, 4 ME drives? Like that? And then I can just set one of you on the bottom. I think that'll work. And that's just using 4 channels, which technically we could swap this for one of you, because you're only using 8 channels. Cool. This is looking nice. Looking very nice. Now, I guess, honestly, we could take all this stuff and move it over. Now, that's not going to keep all those drives, is it? Take all of our items out. With nothing on the network. You... I think I can just run just a smart cable down to here. And you are just one cable, so you are one. You are just off of one channel. Now, if I set my crafting terminal, my pattern, I should be able to pull out my stuff. Easy. And then you are going to start with the 4Ks. And then you can start accepting all those. Everything should be on the network. And we're going to do a full ring here. Just so then we can take those cables everywhere. So now, be able to get in here. And then you are just another crafting pattern for more patterns. That was the whole point of that. So that I can make blank patterns. I can go blank and craft those up whenever I need to. Which is going to come in very handy. Because there's a lot of things around here that we're going to have to automate. And using a lot of these pattern providers. So that's why I'm kind of keeping that pattern provider. I don't really need the ME drive anymore. I think we're good with what we have. I don't think we'll need any more ME drives than that. But let's go ahead and start going down the list of things we need to complete. So if we go through our low list here, yes, those all be related. We do need to make an advanced clicker for wool. And we need to get a matter condenser going. And a crystal assembler. And a reaction chamber. Multiple things. And these crafting grids. And wireless. And everything. Let's see if we can get wireless going. I would love to have the wireless. So engineer processor. ME terminal. And I don't think we have any more of those. Illumination. I think we have one. So let's go ahead, since we're going to need one here. And then we'll need one for this. Oh, that requires a quantum. Oh, well, we don't have those. Oh, no. No wireless. I didn't realize that. I thought it was something simpler. So we'll have to get quantum circuits. So, and that's a reaction chamber. And singularities. Okay. Now we backtrack. Let's backtrack a little bit. Let's make an advanced clicker. That should be fairly easy for us, right? We have that because we're going to need wool. And we're going to need a lot of it. So let's go ahead. We'll make our simple clicker and we'll make an advanced clicker. And then I need a functional drawer. And I need some shears. Super simple. iron. Didn't know I did not have one. Just a simple pair of shears for now. And we'll need a flux point. I should have a flux point on me. Got it. Alright, so super simple setup. We're going to place our clicker. There's no power to it yet. Now we need to set the render area. Which we go back a little bit. So... where's the center gonna be? Can barely see it. It's 6. Almost to the center, but I don't want it to click off. That's the one thing I don't want it to do. So it's going to right click. Oh, I guess we could do sneak click. Let's go every 5 ticks. Target air, target hostile, target passive. I mean, you can sneak click these, right? Like, that is an option. Yeah. Actually. Can I take that wool? Where'd the wool go? There it is. White wool. I should be able to send the items in there. Now what we need to do is set this. Just in case if anything pops off. Probably do one more. Oh, what am I doing? Just in case if anything pops off onto the top of the railing. I hope that just goes in there. Don't need to worry about that. Deny list, allow list. Well, allow wool. Need to lock those. We lock you and link you. So then we don't have to worry about that as much. And then I should be able to take you out. Here, allow wool with shears. And I hope it just pipes it to where it needs to go. See if I can... Knew that was gonna happen. It's gonna do that anyways, I think. So, can we go in one more? Now, if I turn this on, I wonder if it's gonna do that. You know what? I need to get item collector. We'll just make it just dire. Simple item collector. Now, I'm wondering why that's not. Oh, I see some sheared. So let's turn this off. Where's that item clicker at? Item collector. Trying to find out where his render area is at. Oh, it's up in the sky. Was not expecting that. You can go up one. Oh, that's big. Not really easy to maneuver and do this. Let me get this all set up and I'll be right back, alright? So, it took me a little bit, but I finally figured out what I did wrong from the beginning is I accidentally had this on allow list, which there's nothing in this inventory. So whenever I click deny, it all started working. My mistake. But now we have wool, and it's sent into our AE system as well. So if we go over and click wool, boom, all the wool we need. Woo! Took a little while. That took a little longer than I wanted it to, honestly. So now that we got wool, that was one thing I wanted to make sure that we would get knocked out. Let's look at setting up the sophisticated storage controller. But I need an ME bus. So let's make this real quick. Because we're going to pipe out the items. A storage controller. Can I just make oak? I wish we would just automatically just go to oak. Because that's really all we ever use is oak. So controller and one of these. See, it's getting smaller and smaller. So we're making this work. So let's go ahead. So we can link these up. I believe it's up to 16 blocks altogether. And the way that we're going to be running pipes over anyways, like with the dense cables, is I think if we go right here with this controller and then linking to controller. And that guy. I need to change this one over just for whenever we're setting that up. I think this one over here might be too far. Oh, it's not. Oh. Sweet. I don't think we have any other sophisticated drawers in this area. Well, that's convenient. That's very convenient. So then what we're going to do is we're going to slap on a storage bus. And then since this is just this one setup here, I'm just going to run one cable down. And I might... trying to make this look kind of decent. 8 cables. I don't think 8 cables are going to run that far. If we run this over... one more. Then we could just run these ME cables over. Okay, that's just one channel. That's one of 8. That's pretty much all we use in that area. Now I should be able to type in... actually, there it is. All the modium. So everything that we have in our chest, everything we have is now sorted over here. Sort by number of items. Sort by mod. I like to sort by number of items. I've always kind of done that. And then I always do descending order. I think everything looks good. So all the items that we have over in our sophisticated storage setup, everything is all going under one channel of 8. And I could swap it over to dense cables as well, which I do have more dense cables. But for right now, this setup, all this stuff going on over here is all in our ME system. Sweet. And yes, cables are everywhere. Once we go to wireless, we'll be able to clean all this up. But that's really nice. I like it. And we're going to be running cables down there. We're going to be running cables in that direction all the way over to our bee farm. We're going to be running cables all the way down there. And we're going to make sure that each area we kind of go to is going to use a different side of this. So then we're able to run more cables. Cool. It's nice to have everything going the way you want it to. Oh, come on. Get in that door. Not that hard to get in the door. Well, except for whenever you have flight. And voila. I think this looks good. And with all the things that knocked out, you know. Next couple things we gotta get is matter condenser and crystallized assembler. Which I think we should be able to do quite easily. Matter condenser. What are we gonna do with this? Well, we need matter balls. That's the big thing we need. Bucket of water. Do I have any buckets in here? Yes, I do. I don't have infinite water in there yet. We will be getting that. Trust me, when it comes to water, yeah, it's a good thing to have. What we're going to do is the matter condenser. We could honestly... I'm going to stick it right here. Go right here. Maybe. Maybe. No, honestly, it could go right here. Then I can just run a pipe over. And this pipe is going to extract. Condense into matter balls. Condense into singularities. Now, can't you use water? Isn't that a way that you can... The mode requires you put a storage component in the top slot of the condenser. So this mode requires that you put a storage condenser. Okay, so we can make storage condenser. Or a storage. 64. It said 64K. We could do that. That's possible. Hopefully we have enough for that. What was in the center of that? Is it just quartz? Quartz glass. Let's hope we got enough. 13. I need the 4Ks. Nope. 4Ks. So those became the 16K. Now 64K. I thought water would have been an option. If not, let's try. I'm trying to get away from using certain items. Let's just see. $76 of $256. Now, I wonder why it's stuck at that. I mean, we could just make just a standard cobble gen and go that route. Yeah, see, it's kind of staying at 76. Let's go make one real quick. I'm gonna make one, and we'll see if we get that working. Whoa. Let's see if we can get it to work. Whipped up just a quick little netherite one. And then we'll just go ahead and place you here. So we can place netherite, which is not going to input to anything except for functional storage drawer. Can't wait for wireless. Wireless is going to make everything so nice. Don't I have functional? Functional drawer. Lava, water. I should just be able to pipe you right in. We can go with mechanism. Does that not pipe in? Huh. I would have thought that would have. You can just go with an item pipe. That's going very slow, but at least it's working. Is there... I would have thought there would have been something a little quicker. Because I didn't want to keep using pipes. But at least if we get the matter ball going, I'm going to be happy. I will speed that up. Because for some reason, I can't get a pipe to go onto the functional storage drawer. Which is okay. Matter condenser done. Sink is done. Let me look at the crystal assembler real quick. Woo! It's got a lot to it. We need Skystone tank. Extended, which is intro. So we're going to have to get into that. That's probably going to be part of the next episode, is getting this intro. I should have logic processors. Am I all out of logic processors? Maybe I am. I am out of logic processors. So I just need redstone and printed silicone. So redstone. I got 32. And silicone. So I'm going to have to create some more. Okay. This very last one here has got our silicone press. We can let that run. I'll drop all you in there. And we only have the 2 upgrades on there, so we'll have to get more in there. But I think that's a good wrapping up point. We were able to get this all set up. We were able to get all of our sophisticated drawers, or chest, I mean, all in our system. So now we can literally get to anything. So, all the modium. And we don't have to worry about it clogging up our system. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Thank you all for watching. There's a lot of things coming up. I was going to get back into bees. That's probably going to be part of the next episode as well. And we do need to get our setup going for the smelting. So we'll probably do some more with mechanism. Cool. All right, guys.